Okay, I've done a complete 180. You were totally right. I had no idea he was that extreme.
Oh.
And he's like, his understanding of China is just totally upside down.
But I mean, like, if they just like called me mean names and I were to go up and make a stink about it, then I would agree that like, well, I'm not, now I'm like working contrary to the goal of this. But if they're literally, like, you understand, like everything he says about me is just disqualifying as saying that I'm bad faith, saying that I'm a fascist, saying that I'm whatever, like hate poor people, like all this shit, like, why would his fan base want to work with somebody like that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I think, yeah.
How is your relationship with Sneeko at this point?
Hello.
Hello.
All right. Real quick, suffice to say, people have been very helpful. They sent me a lot of Hasan videos.
Oh boy.
My mind has been changed completely. I was completely wrong on my analysis. Okay, I've done a complete 180. You were totally right. I had no idea he was that extreme.
Oh.
And he's like, his understanding of China is just totally upside down. So I just wanted to come and say that.
Jesus, you sound like you have a gun held to your point with the DGG ISIS people behind you.
I told him. Can I go now?
Wait, what video did you saw that changed your mind, or what did you see that changed your mind on it?
So I was sent a couple of loner box vids, and then a couple of videos. He did a stream recently with like these Aussie dudes, and fucking, it was this whole analysis on U.S. containment of China and like the Pacific, right, and the surrounding seas of China, East China Sea and the South China Sea, which I think, you know, is like consistently the most based projection of U.S. political might, like for the past several decades. But like just listening to him talk about that, and like listening to his understanding of China and what China wants and how he considers that entire like, you know, conflict, it was just so backwards. And he straight up says shit like, somebody says something like, it sounds like you're pro-China, and he says, I am pro-China. I'm not afraid of multipolarity. I'm definitely pro-China. I'm as pro-China as it gets. And then he adds that little thing. Like I said before, the only criticism, you know, the only like time I'd ever heard him address China is that he was criticizing their civil liberties. But now I hear this, and then at the end he adds that little tagline. The only thing I don't like is their civil liberties, their social libertarianism. So, yeah.
How do you
What's up?
What do you think? I hear a lot of people do this thing. Wait, have you heard the multipolarity argument before?
I don't think I've heard it verbatim.
I hear a lot of people when it comes to like Russia, Ukraine, or China, like I don't know if people know what it means or why this started becoming popular. Maybe it was just a Mearsheimer thing, popularized it during the Ukraine-Russia thing, and now I hear like a lot of commenters saying it, but I hear this like multipolarity argument brought up as kind of like an extended fuck America argument, that it's like really good if China or Russia stands in opposition to the United States, and that's like healthy for world order, I guess, or whatever.
Is it just as simple as like having a single hegemon is not healthy because it opens the door to tyranny or something? Is it that simple?
I think here's like my take, and honestly I'm not well read enough to know, but just of the little that I do know, it seems not to be true. But I think people do a lot of they'll do a lot of equivocation on stuff that China and Russia does, and then they do a lot of equal, oh god, what's it called when you compare two things? I just used the word equivocate and I don't remember the two things. Equalizing between like what the United States and China and Russia does. Oh, equating, that's something up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So people will equivocate on China. They'll be like, oh well, the Uyghur stuff's not that bad, they just like have these people working, you know, and some of them have to move, right?
Oh my god.
And then they'll say like, well, the United States does it with you know, black people in prison is basically slavery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get this thing where people will take Russia and China and they'll say, yeah, they do bad stuff, but America does bad stuff too, and at the end of the day, it's all kind of the same. And that's kind of the argument for multipolarity, that at least the big powers can have different influence around the world and hold the U.S. accountable for when it fucks up or whatever. But
Christ almighty. I mean, obviously, my conception of American hegemony around the world is we are much closer to being a philosopher king, or at the very least, our sort of global interests and our foreign policy departs so wildly and is so far morally superior, I think, to Russia and China, that it basically puts us on, you know, like we're much closer to being a philosopher king as hegemon than Russia and China. Like and Iran, like our adversaries are insane, right?
Sure, but I mean,
China is a fascist. China's like the only country that I would, especially, you know, as far as a power like relevant today, that I would be very comfortable using that, you know, the F word for. Like I don't use that term loosely. They are an ethnic empire, a prospective ethnic empire, you know.
Huh. Okay.
All of their neighbors hate them. They immigrate virtually 0 people that aren't ethnically Han or whatever.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't know as much about. I've heard like things. I don't know anything at all about China, so I can't really say as much. I barely know anything about Russia, so. But yeah, okay. Damn. Well, anything else?
Nope. See ya.
I love you. Be careful.
Oh,
What?
I meant to say, in the end, it was I who was uneducated and needed to be
Listen,
educated
Jesus Christ.
on Hasanology.
Hasanology, our field of study.
Yeah. Hey,
Be
take
careful.
it easy.
Bye. Jesus Christ. Master Girl's writing another article about that interaction. Absolutely. Critical misspeak by Canadian Conservative leader at 20 seconds.
Moments ago, the Prime Minister made me aware of intelligence from his authorities linking the Indian government to the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Before going any further, let me offer
Niger. It was supposed to be Niger, or what did he say?
to the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Before going any further, let me offer my condolences to the family of Hardeep Singh Nijjar in the loss that this represents.
Oh no. Oh no. That's the leader of the Conservative Party in Canada, literally one of the 2 biggest parties. Ain't no way, dog.
And the outrageous murder that brought it about. If these allegations are true, they represent.
When is your YouTube thing?
VidCon?
Mm-hmm.
VidCon is in Baltimore.
Baltimore. What the fuck?
Yeah, is it on the 28th, 29th, I think?
Oh, damn. Okay, you got time to run that. All right. That'll be interesting.
I think it's going to go just fine. I think everybody's going to be so happy. We're all going to get along. It's going to be amazing.
Are you going to try to confront Vosh about the shit that he says? Or are you just going to kind of roll with whatever the topics are?
I mean, I kind of have to. If we're talking about unity between
no.
groups, we have to have that discussion, right?
Yeah, I guess, but that's not very coalition building-y of you.
It is that. Why is it on me to build the coalition? I don't understand you. Why don't I understand how you're like levying this solo effort on me? Coalitions are involving multiple people. They have to be willing to build as well. No?
I get that, but I take a little bit of a stoic approach. A wise man once said that if everybody who was like an Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or an MLK or a Rosa Parks, if they don't try to like do the best in their station and whatever and like rise to the occasion as individuals, then history would be very different.
I can't.
Like,
It's yeah. That's great that you can say that for everything and like brain deadly copy paste that quote, but it doesn't really get us any closer to the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is if it's supposed to be a coalition of multiple people working together, some people can't be calling other people fascists. There's no shortcut or MLK or Rosa Parks quotes way around that. Do you understand that? Like, why would any of their fan bases want to work with me while they're signaling to their fan bases that I'm a fascist?
You know what? You got a good point. Yeah, maybe that's going to be a problem. Then is he not jazzed to build the coalition either?
I have no idea what those people's. I don't know what their goals are or what they actually want to do. I have no idea. But I mean, like, if they just like called me mean names and I were to go up and make a stink about it, then I would agree that like, well, I'm not. Now I'm like working contrary to the goal of this. But if they're literally, like, you understand, like everything he says about me is just disqualifying as saying that I'm bad faith, saying that I'm a fascist, saying that I'm whatever, like hate poor people, like all this shit, like why would his fan base want to work with somebody like that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I think, yeah.
Well, that leaves me with the question of why does he want to work with you? Like, how did this whole coalition thing come about?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything. Brianna Wu and people are working in the background to get people together to work on stuff. I think is like the most I can say, but I think that PV, that Progressive Victory group, is part of it as well. I think that's kind of been announced. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. And when is that all supposed to come into play?
Next year we have big canvassing projects we're setting up right now. I think right now we've got 6 different houses that we're looking to staff long term for 6 months with people.
Ooh.
We've already got enough applicants to fill all the houses for long term canvassing stuff on battleground states and everything. But yeah.
Okay, so that's why you're confident, because you're kind of chilling on your own if you've already got stuff filled out.
Well, kind of, but I mean, it's going to depend on how some of this coalition stuff goes, because I'm hoping that this organization is going to fund this for me, because I don't really want to pony up the money myself for this one.
Well, as Brianna assured you, you won't have to foot the bill for stuff. She's going to figure it out, VCs and whatnot, which is awesome.
Sure.
I have faith in her. She
Yeah.
seems very competent.
She seems to
at what she's
deliver,
doing.
so yeah.
That's what you need. You need more people that can deliver around you. And then
True. That's
maybe
why
the media company will happen.
Absolutely.
I did see a thumbnail, but I didn't watch it because you know how I feel about Farha. But
Wait, no,
Are
I
you
don't.
gonna
Do you
do
hate
your-
her? Or?
I owe you money. Actually, I have to send you a bet. I didn't know that you were moving her in, fucking girl next door style. That was unexpected.
Jesus Christ.
Are
Wait, what do you
gonna
owe me
do
money
your
on?
own fresh and fit? Oh, good. You don't remember. That's great.
Nope.
I bet you that her next TikTok was not going to be flattering towards you, but I did not know that you're moving her in next door and stuff.
Okay, I'm not moving anybody in. Okay, she wanted to move to Miami. That's her shit. Okay.
Do you guys still do stuff together and whatever?
Yeah, but she's focusing a lot on her stuff and then also like traveling and shit. So, bro.
That's nice. Speaking of which, where's Melina?
Trapped in fucking Sweden, figuring out her tax shit. We're just waiting on all that shit. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but
Is she still going to jail, or is she getting it figured out?
we're getting it figured out. It's just all very time consuming. So,
What about Nathan? Any cool stuff planned with him? He's another fun orbiter.
he was here for a week, I think like a month or 2 ago, and then I'm going down. I don't know if I'll do it on this trip or at the end of or middle of next month. Five Nights at Freddy's movie comes out, so I'll probably do that, and I think Halloween one.
Aw,
Yeah, should be fun.
that's nice. Transitioning gracefully into something tangential to your son. How is your relationship with Sneeko at this point?
Non-existent. He got cut out a while ago. Yeah.
Damn. Do you think he's gonna 180 on this muzzle mark?
He already has. You missed it. Yeah.
Well, I saw that he's like, you guys want me to live in a fucking mosque?
Yeah, he's done with that. Now he's just back on the DGNR because he hang out with like Aiden Ross and everybody.
Do you see Aiden's gonna have Kim Jong-un on his stream?
Yeah, I think it's somebody in chat was saying it's gonna be like an impersonator or something. So who knows? We'll see how that goes.
Yikes, that's a fucking scary thing to wade into. I would be careful with that. That's
Why? What do you mean by that?
he might get a handshake from a spy and fucking disappear. I don't know. It's freaky. I wouldn't fuck with North Korea.
I don't think North Korea is sending agents into the United States to hunt down U.S. citizens. That would be unfathomably fucking wild. But I know what you mean.
I mean, I saw Japanese people beat up a Somali boy, so I don't
Oh,
know.
well, that's
Anything's
basically the same
possible.
thing, I guess. Yeah, true. Okay. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Do you know what happened to him? Is he okay?
Who? Which guy? Who are we talking about?
His name is like Dr. Somali or some stupid shit.
Oh, wasn't that in Japan?
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, people beating people up in their country is a lot different than another country sending assassins to another country to kill people, citizens there, I think.
Yeah, potato, potato. Who
Yeah.
knows? That's what North Korea is missing. Is they need more citizens everywhere to do their bidding,
Oh, yeah?
like the Indians that killed that Indian dude in Canada.
Jesus.
That happened. You see the news?
Nope. Oh, no, yeah, I did, actually, yeah. The that killed some, was it a Sikh dude?
Yeah, poor
Yeah.
guy.
That was wild, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm scared for Aiden.
How are you?
Yeah, next thing you know, he's going to be talking about Pakistan and India and Bangladesh, and it's freaky. And then you got that steak guy fucking egging him on, which was also strange.
Eddie
A
or
weird
somebody else
choice.
on the platform?
Pretty sure it was Eddie.
No.
Does he ever do that with you? Try to get you to do stuff, poke you with a stick?
Like that? No.
Oh, so not like that? There are other ways it happens?
I mean, other than telling me to like drive chat engagement, no. But he's not like dictating content to me or anything, no.
Oh, that's interesting. Out of curiosity, like, what is your strat to do something like that?
I try to click links through KickChat or respond to them if anybody tags my name in there. I'll always try to respond, stuff like that. Whatever organic chat engagement I can get. What am I doing?
And have you solved the moderation thing?
Yeah, I think they generally do okay now.
Can you tell if people are sub to you in this chat?
Yeah, they've got little symbols next to their name. Oh.
Oh, I'm seeing a lot of not symbols. Come on, party people.
They're working on it, okay?
You got to work on that chat engagement. How long has it been since you pushed subs? I feel like that's an old Destiny thing.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do it for Twitch subs, but now I'm just kind of,
Have there been any exciting additions to Kick lately that you can chill out?
No, I think they're just in general working on the site and still doing talent acquisition, I think. But I think the site's become more stable. The view counts are more legitimate now. Not that they weren't before, but you can definitely tell that that the view count is more accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I think the mobile app has gotten a lot better.
That's good. That's good. I got another hard question for you. You ready for this?
I'm all about those hard questions, baby.
Okay. So you recently, in a clip that went viral, were
Yeah.
hinting at people that you know
Oh, I can't
that
talk
have
about
tried
any of that,
to.
yeah. But what about it? I can't give you names if that's what you're gonna retardedly try to mine from me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't dare. But how do you, like, navigate that? Like, do you warn other people in private? Like, what do you do with
absolutely,
that
of course.
information?
If I know people in private that are hanging out with certain people that I know are rapists, I'll tell people beforehand, like, hey, don't get raped by this guy. Yeah.
Huh. And how prevalent is that among, like, the people that you hang out with?
Very prevalent. People will always talk about people that they think are creepy or rapey or weird. Yeah, that's pretty common. When they say in those articles that like comedian women talk about guys that are creepy, well, I totally believe that because it happens in the streamer world too. Yeah.
But how do they get away with it? Because I feel like what the red pill tells me is women will blame you for like an encounter that they just didn't like or regret or whatever. Yet these people seem to get away with it.
Well, out in the real world, nobody really wants to be associated with that shit. It's toxic as fuck if you're a woman to have like the reputation of being like a rape accuser or anything like that. In the red pill space, I guess it seems like the women get super crazy rewarded for it, and it's based and awesome to accuse men of rape all the time. But yeah, in the real world, it's just you don't want to carry around that stigma. Nobody wants to do anything with a woman that's made rape accusations. Even if it's true, nobody wants to deal with that. It's just too risky. So generally, you just don't say anything.
Why don't like journalists or like drama streamers get on like anonymous stuff and like protect sources and just like drop it?
Because everybody's too busy clout farming. Nobody wants to make enemies with anybody.
Huh. Not even somebody like Keemstar?
I mean, think about it this way. Besides, remember the big Adriana Lee drama when you had Mizkif, Mitch, and then Train and XQC? How many people outside of the people that were immediately affected? How many of those people, how many people said anything? I got a lot of DMs from a lot of people that didn't want to say anything publicly. Whether it was anybody that wasn't directly implicated in this actually say anything. Like nobody really wants to say anything if they're not like directly implicated in any of these things. It's just, yeah, it's just too spooky. Why? Like you don't want to burn bridges. You want to hold on to your connections and all that shit. Yeah.
Could it be because they aren't super certain about the allegations themselves and just are tangential people that want to say something? Like, that they are not 100% sure on, and maybe that's why they don't want to come forward, or is it for sure clout?
No, I mean, like, we could say that, but it's mainly just like, why would you want to be involved in throwing those types of accusations and shit around? And when you don't have like maybe 1,000,000,000% proof, or, you know, when it might cost you a lot career-wise, right? Like,
And how often are people like engineering responses and shit like they were in the behind the scenes?
what do you mean engineering responses?
Well, I feel like once people realize that the little red exclamation point has appeared over the heads of other people that are picking up on stuff, they seem to get people together and try and war game it a bit.
I mean, like,
I
everybody
wonder
will
what
do
the
that if
ratio
shit, but like,
is.
I mean, for an actual situation like that happened, where I don't know if that stuff happens that often. It might, and I just don't know about it, but
And unless it directly involves you, you're not willing to like burn witnesses that comes forward, right?
no, yeah, you can't really, because then nobody will release any of that information to you again, or to anybody, so it all works out in protecting kind of the worst people involved.
Yeah. Do you regret like doing that with the Bob 7 stuff, or not really?
Nope, not at all. Fuck it, I burned all those bridges, but I'd rather burn bridges than lose my reputation. Fuck that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess once you're out on their word, then they're kind of sinking with you if you sink.
Yeah.
Any shit brewing right now that you think might surface? Anything good?
Right now, not really. No, I don't think so. I think everything's pretty much on the up and up right now. Yeah.
Did you get any scared people reaching out to you when that clip kind of took off?
What clip?
Where you were kind of alluding to that you know a bunch of predators?
Oh, no. Why would anybody reach out to me that knows that I know, or that is known for doing
Well,
shit
if
that
I was
gonna...
a victim that told you, I would be like, bruh, what are you doing?
Oh. No, I mean, people generally trust me. It's pretty rare. I don't know if I've ever gone public with anything or leaked anybody that didn't want to be leaked or anything. The only time that's probably ever happened was maybe what do you mean smile?
Go on. Sorry.
Wait, or okay, well, you just contradicted like a pretty important part of my integrity, so but I mean, if that's just memes, I guess. But aside from the Bob 7 stuff, I don't think I've ever done anything like that in my entire life.
Yeah. Besides that, yeah. We need more crazies, though. I feel like lately the crazies have been kind of not as good.
Pretty boring. Yeah, I definitely agree.
How done are you with red pill stuff? Like,
Pretty done.
You kind of
glad to be in.
Talk about it.
Not really. If I've got like friends on shows, I might cover it, but other than that, we're pretty past it all.
And did you only move past it because their channel got fucked and now you don't get nothing out of it, or was there like other stuff that was the reason why?
No, just fucking boring. And like the GOP debate happened, and we're kind of like moving back to political stuff. So, yeah, no, just not much of a desire to do. Yeah, it's just boring. It's like the same shit for years, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that pattern became apparent like a month into it, and you kept chugging along.
Yeah, but I mean, there were like new shows to go on, new people to fight with, new memes to be had. But then they started to drop out, wouldn't engage with me, got canceled. Like the Donovan stuff was good memes. The MLD stuff was good memes. Like, yeah, there were definitely memes to be had. There were fun memes to milk those guys from.
I want more Marquette, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, that guy was definitely interesting too, yeah.
I feel like he's a good challenge to you. I feel like he's challenging.
Challenging? I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd use that phrase. Hold on, wait, I'll be right back 1 second.
That fucking dude. Yeah, that fucking dude. I love it. Like, especially when he mixes with that cowardly red face dude, whatever the fuck his name is. The dude that's like, I wouldn't punch somebody, I go to jail. I live in Japan, dude. Whatever that dude's name was, that's hilarious. I love seeing those two personalities clash. That's funny. Even Destiny and him, I feel like, was pretty fucking good. Because that dude just goes hard in the paint. He'll just steamroll you if you let him. Like, that was funny. I gotta say, that handsome boy, the handsome right wing dude who runs not SOS. I think maybe it's like no, I think it is SOS. The dude that's on that panel full of people that believe in crazy fucking conspiracies who polled the audience and that was very disappointed with the results, whatever that dude's name was. It was pretty fucking funny. Um Joe Rogan? No, it's something else. Yeah, PBD. Yeah, the PBD. Leave little bro. Hey, bro. Get back to me when you have a fucking symbol by your name that says that you support this channel in any way. I don't mean I heard his chat numbers, but I disregard anybody that doesn't have a fucking symbol by their name, be honest with you. As far as I know, all of you in the kick chat are bots. Who even are you though? Well, I'm the dude that has perms, so fuck you. How does it work that people even get in here? I see people waiting all the time in these tier rooms. When does he decide to bring them in? They just wait in there all day muted? Was
You're going to TwitchCon, right, Booksmarts?
I live where TwitchCon's happening, so I'll be around.
I was going to ask if you're going to hang out with Kyla and everybody. There's a good chunk of people staying with Kyla, I think. I was going to ask if you were going, but if you're living there, never mind. Are you going to be streaming it all?
I'll drop by the hippie house. Maybe, probably not.
Oh, I miss your streams. They were actually fun. So kind of sad that you're gone, buddy. I know that you're
Yeah, well, in this
popular.
chat, you're in the minority.
No, I listen. Let them be fucking mad, okay? I don't care. You shouldn't care either. You're having a good time.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen you in here a lot lately. What the fuck do you talk to him about?
I just I don't know. He talks about anime sometimes and it fucking pisses me off. Movies too. Don't like any of his fucking takes. So sometimes he gets upset enough to bring me in here. And after fucking fighting for a while, he was like, "Oh, I'll just give you perms." And now I get to come in here and just yell at him, which is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, good luck with that. I don't think you're fixing that broken sense of taste that he has, but good luck.
Well, it's not like okay, hold on. I don't know if you got much room to speak. Okay, Book, you your
You don't
takes
know
aren't.
shit about what I like.
We've we've talked a couple times, and listen, I got some heavy disagreements with you too. Okay, but at least you'll make like a 2 hour stream talking about why you like stuff. Some Destiny will just do this thing where he comes in, and he's like, "Oh, this is shit," and then you talk to him, and he's like, "Well, it's actually X and Y," and you're like, "Well, you fucking baited me by being an absolute mongrel," and then I come in here and you're reasonable.
Oh.
What?
Well, I mean, you're
You,
talking a lot of shit with the big man not in here.
I'm not afraid. You think I'm scared because he's getting like a soiler or something? You think I'm not going to talk about him? He's not
Wait,
here
what
though.
bad anime takes does he have? He doesn't even.
No, he
watch
doesn't.
that
Okay,
stuff, right?
No, he doesn't. I don't know. He has some takes that I don't agree with anime. It's mostly been movies, some video game stuff, but with anime stuff, I don't think he watches a whole lot. People in the chat were trying to recommend him a bunch of shit that he's probably never going to watch because they probably have no fucking idea that this guy is not going to commit time to watching long term series like Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever it's called. Um, he's not gonna fucking watch any of that shit. Um, but he did want to watch Demon Slayer, and I was talking to him about how it's perfectly suited for what he's looking for. So I'm more of a recommendation guy, you know? That's what I do here.
Well, you can't give him good stuff. You got to give him stuff that you think is trash, and then maybe he'll like it. You have to like
What do you
reverse
think is
engineer
trash?
it.
If you had to recommend him one, what would you do?
I mean,
What would you
Demon Slayer's
choose?
pretty bad, so I guess that's an okay choice.
Why is it bad? You see, you say shit like this, and it kind of upsets me. Why is why is Demon Slayer bad?
If you're drawing one fight out over like fucking a whole arc, that's pretty fucking slimy. I don't know. And the flashy shit is just a giant epilepsy warning that's animated. I don't really like that too much.
Wait, well, I guess it's just a taste thing. See, this is what you're doing. You have a taste, was like flashy animation that's like actiony and very well crafted. Epilepsy.
Edge
So I don't
Runners,
really like it.
giant epilepsy warning as well. This is too much.
Edge
Like,
Runners
what
is
the
overrated
fuck?
as fuck. Yeah, Edge Runners is hella overrated. That show drops off like crazy. It's insane.
Yo,
I'll be
yo, yo.
honest.
I just came in to ask really quickly.
Oh,
Did
God.
anything Booksmarts said the entire time he's been on here, has any of that been true? Because like first he came in, he was like, "Oh, Destiny hates Hasan," and that motivates all of his reasoning. And you couldn't
What?
substantiate that whatsoever.
Did I say that? Ooh.
Well, you could restate for me if you like. What was your point about Destiny going after Ethan?
Oh, I didn't even say he went after Ethan. I'm saying he
No, I'm saying like
once he,
speaking positively of Ethan.
he's like rainfall in the winter. He finds cracks in rock and he just gets in there and freezes and thaws and cracks it open even more. I think that's he's trying to erode their little relationship that they have at any opportunity. I'm there for it, but that's just my interpretation of it.
So how did agreeing that XQC lost that debate with Ethan, how did that help? Or you're saying that was a part of his plan to fuck with Hasan?
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with the song, in my opinion.
Well, it has to do with him speaking favorably of Ethan and like a
Well, it's
general
just like
trend in that
comparing
relationship, right?
Crimea and Taiwan. This is like, yeah, there's some thing there, but not what I'm talking about.
No, I'm literally just asking, like, why did you basically ignore everything he said about how he's been liking Ethan more and more over time?
No, I think he has been liking Ethan more over time. It's just that's not what I wanted to focus on. I wanted to focus on the Wedge driving. I think that's more interesting.
Why is it Wedge
than
driving
liking Ethan.
though?
Well, because he's stirring discontent between the two of them by covering it in the way
By
that he
observing
is,
what's
kinda
happening?
I love that. Yeah, by observing what's happening.
Interesting. Do you not see how like your personal like feelings and thoughts on Destiny's entirely what builds that narrative?
Well, it does. It is my opinion, and it comes from my brain with my emotions. So yeah, for sure, I wouldn't deny that.
What else did you say? Oh, you implied that he brought Farah into his apartment to fuck. That was interesting.
What? No, he
Whoa,
just
was
moved
that
her
what he
into the
said?
same. No, this dude is fake
Okay,
news.
Hold on. The other stuff, I'm a slow guy, so I wasn't keeping up with. But I thought the Farah complaint.
Farah is a
is a what?
Farah doesn't is she's not promiscuous like that. That's what she says on her streams and stuff.
Oh,
She's on
you're right.
podcasts
When
that
you
never happened?
said I didn't expect you to just move her into your apartment, I totally misheard that.
Well,
That definitely didn't sound like you were
I don't
implying
think
anything.
the apartment building. Yeah, I didn't know they were that close. And then they were close.
You don't think when
they were
you
doing cute
go,
stuff.
oh, you moved her in as the girl next door? You don't think that implies anything?
Oh no, it definitely does. I'm not retarded.
Wait, you did? Well, okay. Well, that's not looking good. Well, if you imply that, then he's got a point. I don't know what you're doing here.
Yeah, you know.
You said like 3 or 4 things like that, and thinking back, every time I've heard you talk to Destiny, it's all just like, I don't think Destiny's a good person, so I'm going to come and like try to Socratic method him into admitting that he's a bad person. It's very interesting.
I think it's been a long time since it's been my approach. I kind of just come in and ask him about drama, try to stir and see if I can get anything else to bubble up from my YouTube feed. But that's about it lately. I barely even come on anymore.
Yeah.
It just seemed like he wasn't doing anything, and I'm staying up and trying to stay up another 24 hours to fix my sleep schedule, so I don't have a lot else to do.
Okay. Yeah, it's really interesting because I criticize Destiny a lot, but most of it's from a place where I like actually think he's a decent human being.
Okay, maybe I'm off here, but if Booksmarts comes in here, fuck it. I'll say it similarly to how Dan comes in here to shitster, right? Same attitude, right? Is the automatic impression that he's trying to take him down or shit on Steven?
Dan is chaos, though. Dan goes in every
Okay,
direction.
oh,
Booksmarts
yeah,
goes
Dan-
in one
Dan-
direction.
Okay, well, Dan is chaos, of course, but when Booksmarts does it, that's a target of harassment.
I mean, yeah, because he's the only guy in the room. Just talking to him. And to be fair, I threw stuff at Farha. I threw stuff at fucking
True.
Perk Demerk. I threw shit at Hasan. Excuse me. You're not
Oh
listening.
yeah, that was actually what kind of set me off, was when you went after like Merc
I
and
see.
Kelly, and were talking shit about how they would just say shit and they didn't
That
know
was
anything.
weird. That was
But you were also doing that yourself with the Ethan and Hasan thing. That was
Ooh.
interesting.
Was I? Because I watched all of it. I don't know if there's something I missed, but
Did you watch all of
You
it?
I know-
watched all
I
of
know
it, and then
Destiny
you
said it,
came
so
to a
you just
conclusion that
believed
Destiny was
it.
trying to pry Ethan away from him.
Ooh.
well, he's driving a Wedge. I think that's clear.
Wedges.
Is it though? Is it clear?
Just one last question, Booksmarts. Do you think it's possible to have women who are stupid on stream and not have that be a reflection on all women, or do you just think that's automatically, if there's dumb women on stream, that's a reflection on all women?
Did he say that was?
He's trying to fix this about his chat, but I think unfortunately it does have like a negative impact.
Wow.
But he's taking good steps. He banned all the not safe for work stuff. I think that's a good step. I think that's
Wow.
making a more approachable environment. He's going to be working with Kyla. I think that's going to help things quite a bit.
Wow.
Working with Brianna. I think
Wow.
that's another a good work in that direction. Like, credit where it's due. I don't know. And he's gone.
Damn.
How
How
are
would
you
that
kicking
go?
them?
No, I don't kick anybody.
Oh, they're just scared, I guess. Well, thank you. You're my hero. You saved me, brother. Or drive me into a corner. I was sweating.
Why? What happened? Were they pressing you hard?
Yeah.
What were you getting?
I don't like that you said all this shit and you didn't watch the Ethan content.
I did watch the Ethan content.
Oof. Sounds like you got called the fuck out. Is that what happened to you? Did you just get called the fuck out?
Yeah, like they got called the fuck out of this room to do something else the moment you stepped into it. Very interesting.
Probably because they already knew that you'd been dealt with. You'd been vanquished.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We will.
What are these anime takes I'm hearing about?
Don't know. I don't think I've given any recently, have I?
Well, Wolfgand was talking up how you have shit taste in anime.
Uh-oh.
Well, the prodigal son returns.
Listen, you implied that I was afraid of calling him out. Okay, you said anime. I'm back in here. Just want to hear. Okay, don't be trash talking me, Booksmarts. I love you, bud. I'm a fan.
Okay, well, go ahead and repeat what you said.
What? Sometimes he's got bad takes. Okay, and I come in here and I yell at him. I'm not afraid of him. That was it. That was all I said. That was it. That was what I said.
He says he doesn't even talk about anime, bro.
He doesn't. Yeah,
Which
he doesn't talk that much
I would
about it.
believe.
Damn.
Who does he watch? Fucking Ghibli movies?
Good.
Are you shitting on Ghibli movies? Is
Yeah,
that a thing
would
now?
be a dumb
No,
take
but that's
to
the
make.
kind of thing I could see you watching. I
What are you
don't know if
talking
you're
about? How
watching
old are you? Aren't you like
real anime.
21? I've been watching anime before you were even fucking born, kid.
21?
Get the fuck out of here. Ghibli.
I said Ghibli, actually. What were you talking about recently? I still have no fucking idea.
What, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how anime came up to you guys at all.
Well, he was saying, yeah, I would disagreeing with him about his anime takes. They're pretty fucking shit.
Yeah, he's just the new soy orbiter. Okay, he just disagrees to disagree, basically.
That's my. Okay, that is. You're so fucking wrong. That's not true at all. I could have come in to just disagree about the One Piece live action stuff that you guys were talking about yesterday, but I didn't hear any dumb shit happening, so I stayed in my lane and I was just in chat listening. Okay.
Okay, well, you were just talking up a storm about how he has shit anime opinions, and
Did you
Well,
see-
I came in
what
here
exactly-
because it was quiet, and I'm a fan, and I missed your streams, Booksmart. So I was like, oh fuck, I can say hi to him. I can speak to him on voice, which is hard enough as it is, because at least you used to go on Kyla's server before, but now you're gone.
Are you trying to steal my title as Snake right now? Why won't you just say whatever it is that's
I'm
on
not
your
a
chest?
snake. Why? I was having a conversation, bro. There's no snaking happening in here.
Ooh, sounds a little snaky to me, actually.
Yeah, keep
Okay.
slithering, bro.
You guys are. What claim am I making that is so fucking snaky? What am I saying here? Sometimes you have takes that I disagree with. Sometimes they're dumb as fuck. Okay, I've hashed most of them out with them on stream.
Like what?
You know. What was the first thing I came in here about? I don't remember.
Something dumb. Okay, do you guys have anything else? I want to watch Kyla be unhinged.
No,
with this shit.
I don't have anything
No.
else.
Have a good one.
Okay,
Have
love
a
you.
good one.
Bye.